Hey guys, today we're going to use a little luster dust. And what I have for my luster dust are cookies that have dried overnight. You really want to make sure your cookies are totally dry. They may look dry after a few hours, but then if you go to apply the luster dust, your paintbrush will break right through the icing. So make sure your cookies are dry overnight. I have vodka, which is always how I like to start my mornings. You can also use really any alcohol-based liquid. You could use Everclear is what was recommended to me at the bakery supply, but I don't keep that on hand. You could use lemon extract, anything alcohol-based. I have a little ramekin here. Well, I have a couple. One I'm going to show you. I think it's easier to see in this white bowl. And I have my luster dust. Now, there's a little controversy with luster dust. In the US, luster dust is marked non-toxic, but for decorative purposes only. But it is sold at the bakery supply store, so I guess you're supposed to decorate with it and then pick it off or something. But in Europe, you can eat it. So we're going to pretend we're in Europe today. All you need is to take a little bit of luster dust. It doesn't take much. And just put it in a small container and then add a little bit of vodka. You don't have to use an eyedropper, but it gives you a little bit more control. Just add a little bit and then stir it around, and it'll get really pretty. And this is silver, but you can also get gold luster dust or even pink or bronze. So just stir it around. Don't get too much liquid in there. I find if mine is too watery, then my cookies will get a little bit, get some little pits in it after it's dried. But this is pretty good. You can always add more luster dust if you think that yours is too thin. I actually prefer this little silver container. So you just take a small paintbrush and just wipe off the excess, grab your cookie, and paint on wherever you want that silvery finish. Now the part that I wanted silver, I went ahead and decorated in a gray colored royal icing. I always try to match what color I'm going to be using the luster dust with. So there we go. Now his hat looks a little silvery. This is the wet application of luster dust. You can also put on luster dust dry. And what you would do is just stick your paintbrush directly in the luster dust and just brush all over your cookie. It won't give you an opaque, silvery finish or metallic finish, but it will give your cookie a really pretty sheen. I really like the dry luster dust too. So there you go, that's all there is to it. It'll dry almost immediately. The alcohol evaporates right out of it, and all you're left with is just the metallic finish. I was going to say something else, you guys. I can't remember now. It's too early. I guess that's it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I remembered. Rumor has it that if you leave your container of luster dust out, it will eventually all dry up and turn back to the powder, and you can put that back in your container. Now, I never try it. I always just rinse my containers out, but it's worth a try. Luster dust is not cheap, even though you don't use very much. This little container, I think, was about $4.50. So you might want to try it. It's worth a shot. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.